Hi everybody, I am Yolanda Marie. So it's really nice to get back here to get, dare I say, in front of the camera. But I promised I would do these updates on camera, so here we are, okay? Now this is really exciting, I feel like it is, and I feel like you will too. And many of you may already be feeling this or sensing this or have picked up on this, but there is a whole new wave. And yes, I have my computer here so I don't miss anything, okay? All right, so there is another group of awakened ones about to super expand, okay? Like they're about to quantum leap forward, all right? They were already somewhat awakened to facts, to truths, to understanding, to the distortion, okay, to the feeling of disempowerment, to the collective disempowerment. They were just very awakened, or had become very awakened to galactics, to angelic, different sorts of energies, all of these things. So they had all of that going on, and were, from at different layers discovering all of these things. And it's not necessary for us to know every element of all of that energy. That's not really even what awake is, a complete expansion really is, those are just details and semantics and all of that. Okay, but this is what was going on, the mental processing. And this is a stage, it's legitimate, needed stage. And so that's why this is so exciting. It's like there was this big group of them. And what's happening is they were in a mindset of the struggle, emotionally engaging with the struggle, right? And keeping their energy there. And it's like they're breaking free because of all of this work. Like there's another cycle that's happening with all of us. And this is how the cycle is affecting them, which is brilliant. Like, it's like they're at the end of this cycle of understanding that, and their hearts are bursting open. It's what's happening, okay? And it's happening with all of us, but remember, this is all at different levels. Yeah, and I feel the Arcturians definitely, okay. So this is all at different levels, all right? And so, and I said this in the previous video, that, as the energy comes through different channels, you can see different things begin to occur. So if you are new to my channel or new to channeling, I'm giving you an energy update, but I also channel my higher self, my guides, a group of beings in particular called the Arcturians, who are my very close soul family. Okay, so I have an Arcturian aspect in the 9th, you could say 10th, varying through these levels of dimension, okay, because they're also expanding. So you could say 9th, 10th dimensional. I have a lot of soul family, and we all are very connected this way. I'll do a video about just how much more connected we are than probably some of you realize. Like, we're very connected. There are many different aspects of each of you in different places right now, like in this now, okay? And so I channel them and other groups of beings. So anyway, I just want to say that in case you're newer to this channel, not that any of that matters, because the higher aspect of you is going to understand this anyway. And so if you resonate with this, and you probably do if you found your way here, then you were already understanding what I'm saying at a heart level. So it's all good, but I just wanted to point that out. But yeah, so this group, okay, who have been very engaged in the mental mindset of what's going on, they're bursting open. All right, they're about to, in the way that they put it, now they have done enough work that they're about to enter a whole new timeline. And so what is going to happen is that this is going to engage those of you who are already there. You've already quantum leapt forward. You've already done all of this work, and your heart is wide open and growing and steadily expanding. This is going to engage you. And some of you, by the way, didn't even know that you quantum leapt. That just, all right, you're going to be boosted by this energy to even a stronger level of responsibility. So this is how this affects you, like because this group of beautiful, beautiful souls who figured out all this stuff, and they were, of course, like all of us, like, what is going on, unless they were born awake. Unless you're born awake, you usually have that stage of anger, that stage of struggle. And they were just sort of maybe in that, a little bit, but just it's basically about just they were at facts and at processing level and coming into their heart. Now they're at their heart. Now they're at their heart. And what this means for you is that you are about to, you're about to have another quantum leap. This is what you need to know is getting ready to occur if you will allow it, okay? And so steady yourselves is what they're saying. They're saying steady yourselves. And this is a time right now of steadying yourself, actually. If you notice, things have quieted down, not necessarily with the goings on, you know, the 3D goings on, politics and all of this other stuff, right? That we know is being really maneuvered underneath the surface and over the surface, if you can think of it that way. It is being maneuvered in a way for the purpose of awakening more people. This is already done, you guys. Like the stuff that's going on, if you can expand your heart and see and receive your full expansion in terms of discovering more of your multidimensional self and accepting more of who you really are, you will come to understand that this is already being solved. It really already is solved. You can see it solved in this now. And because you're such an instant manifester right now, the more quickly you can, and this has to be true and in alignment, you can't fake it, but the more quickly you can get to be able to see the solution in your mind's eye, in other words, see it done, then it's even going to be a quicker turnaround. That's just how this goes. Like that is how the quantum field works. There is no circumventing this. And so that's why it's important to clear out your own distortion, because the clearer your heart is, the clearer your heart is, the more that you can receive the energy of the manifestation in order to create what it is that you want to create. Yes, this is what we are saying to you. This is a valid process, but rather this will validate your process of creation to have the clear line of sight. But the sight is through the heart. The sight is not through the processing mind. So you see, this is what is happening with these individuals who are awakening to another level. They were already awake. They're coming into another level of this connection. And so you are the steadiers, those of you who can resonate with what's being said right now at a heart level. You are a balancer, a steadier. You are responsible in a way, and you've set yourself this responsibility. This hasn't been thrust upon you. You just are that. You just are that. You are coming into your knowing on such a broad scale that you cannot even understand what it is you're seeing and feeling. You have to make sense of it. You have to make sense of how you can be so calm. That is what is transpiring right now. That's the beauty of this. And now you are about to leap even farther into this knowing and understanding. This is what is about to occur and what is occurring as this new group of brilliant ones come in. And that was from the Arcturians. That was from the Arcturians. Okay. Yes, and their energy is still coming through. So you will definitely benefit if you set an intention to receive what's going on right now. Now, there is more to this. I feel like I have a little bit more time. That was pretty short what they wanted to say there. Short and sweet and really good news. Okay, especially right now with us, you know, having to lay so low. We feel like some of us might feel a little bit stagnant right now. Like the energy doesn't want to move forward in our lives and what we're doing, like in our processes, like we want it to move. And that can be frustrating, right? Because it's a collective energy. You can maneuver it however you want to maneuver it for yourself individually by how open you are and how much you can just kind of coast and know. But collectively, it is happening. Like there is some stagnancy and frustration. That's okay. So, but I think this is going to help this a little bit, this information, what's coming in with the next update. I don't know how long they're going to take with this. So again, I warn you, it could end up taking 2 videos, but I'm going to go ahead and start with this. This is about your quantum sight, your quantum feeling. We're creating into the future. And they warned us, the Arcturians said they were going to come back through and talk a little bit more about manifestation. This is not the Yeah, this is not the complete message that they're going to give. It will probably be a channel about manifestation. Yes, yes. But this is some information, okay? Many of you, yes, I'm making sure I don't miss anything out of my notes, okay, you guys? But many of you are jumping ahead in sight again. Now, if you remember, I did a video about this. I wasn't on film, but it was a video about meeting future husbands, wives was one. And then there was another one about seeing future events before they actually happen and not understanding that that's what we're seeing. So it's frustrating. We think, I thought this thing already happened. I literally saw this like it happened. It feels almost like a Mandela effect is what it will feel like to you. Like this happened a different way, or perhaps what we want to often call deja vu, right? And we understand these are actually alternate timelines that are occurring in many cases. Deja vu can actually be explained a few different ways. There are a few different instances that can occur. It involves timelines, okay? And so many of you are jumping ahead in sight again, okay? So you are seeing glimpses in your mind's eye of a future event in your life that's already taking place, okay? You're seeing it as already taking place, and it's so real, okay? That when you see how the event or thing or circumstance stands in your present now, this is how it came through to me, now I'm reading, you're almost disappointed. You're like, wait a minute, I thought this already happened this way. I thought this was going to happen this way. I thought I was going to get more of this. I thought I was already done with this. Why is this? And it's because you have glimpsed the future without even realizing it, almost like a waking dream. You've seen it. It happens like almost like a flash of something. Now, it can happen as a dream as well. And you're remembering the dream. Maybe it was a lucid dream. Maybe it's a dream memory. Okay. But often a lucid dream. But yeah, you will have, I'm hearing that no, it's more often a dream memory when you see it that way. Okay, it's more often like something that took place in a dream, and that's actually precognition. So it can happen that way, but during the day in your waking state, it's like a flash that can occur, and you might not notice that it's the flash, okay? And so you'll be thinking, they say, you may think you remembered wrong, right? But it's because the situational circumstances is how they put it and what they mean. The synchronicities, the little details coming together from different events outside of yourself, okay? Different people, just different things coming together, creating this thing that you've already created, right? But it's coming together to bring it into your present reality. All right, and so that's what's happening. All right, it's saying the synchronicity of smaller details leading up to these things, they have not fully made their way to maturity, is how the Arcturians put it. They have not fully made their way to maturity, but they are on their way there. All right. And so just watch out for when you have to look twice at something, is what they want you to know. Just watch out for that. And I do want to just take a moment and say here, to get back to that, I don't normally talk about, the divine unions and all of that, okay? It's just not, not our area, what we talk about. It's a very important area. It's beautiful, but it's just not normally what I address. All right. There are some of you, first of all, let me say on a large scale, many of you are finding each other. This has been months, that you have been perhaps meeting them in the astrals, this significant other. And this includes soul family, not romantically attached even, okay? But the message I'm going to have for you is about this specific divine union. And it's funny because my guides and the Arcturians kind of don't want me to talk about it in this, but other, like my higher self, other groups, the Pleiadians are excited about it, like other groups are like, no, you need to talk about this anyway, just put it at the end. All right. Some of you who are very, very expanded. I'll just start with this, okay? You're very expanded, and you think you know who this other person is. Actually, you know. It's not even that you think you know. I mean, you know who this other person is that is coming into you, but what you don't realize is that this other person, this is what you haven't thought of, maybe haven't thought of, this other person is also so expanded. They know who you are as well. They also know who you are. You just don't know they know. Oh, there's more. So what's happening is they are at such an expanded state that although they know who you are, and pardon me, I'm still rocking, the energy is actually still coming through me and I'm getting the go ahead now. Whew, yeah, okay. So I'm going to make sure I get this right. So what's happening is they're so expanded and they understand, like they have done their homework. They've done their homework, you guys. All right, this is for some of you, all right? They have done their homework. They have asked again and again and again, double, triple, and quadruple checked who you are. So when we're saying they know who you are, oh, they know who you are. You just don't know they know, you didn't realize it. Okay, and you were just doing your due diligence, which you should. Stay the course and keep moving forward in your purpose. That's what all this is. Just keep going. But you knew they were coming. Well, they know who you are. They are at such a level that they are clearing themselves out. They're just preparing. They're just preparing. They're not even like wondering anymore. They're at the level that they are preparing themselves, doing the work, doing the healing, finishing the healing, whatever that may be. That may be ancestral healing. That may be some more deep core wound trauma type healing, but they are doing this healing, you guys. And they know you're ready for them, but they also don't really know you know who they are. So it's funny because each of you doesn't know the other knows who you are. So this is happening. Like you should know this is for some of you. So check in with yourself and see if this may apply to you. It's really brilliant, but don't overfocus on it. Don't overfocus on it. It's just good news. It's just good news, but don't overfocus on it because with creation, you just know. You just know. You don't want to push against the energy and have it come back in your face and start rocking like that. Keep it very level. Keep your emotions very level. But yeah, just know that you know that you know that, you know, that they also know, each of you know, and they understand you're so ready, in fact, that they're doing this work so that when they get to you, they don't want to waste any time. They don't want to, and it's not, and it wouldn't be wasted time. It would be fine either way. It would be fine either way, actually. So they may not know that, but yeah, they just are like, I'm getting this done. I'm getting this stuff done and I'm coming in. And it's conscious. I'm not talking right now about, and see, so for such a much larger group of you, this is coming, but it's like the expansion is still coming at such a point where it's more subconscious, right? And so they're coming up to that, and that's also wonderful. But for some of you, you should know this is at a conscious waking state level. They know at a conscious level, they are in their human. Okay. And the message that I am getting from my guides and came in clear from the Arcturians today about this was, you think you know how good this is going to be. This is for those of you, okay? This is for you, and actually it's for all of you when it comes in. They're saying, you think you know how good this is going to be, but you don't even know. Like you can't even imagine, because what's going to come in with these unions is so much more than what can be expected with a 3D relationship. It's not the thing where you have one coming in to meet the other and they are, let's use the word, triggering each other to bring things out and heal each other. It's not that. That's not. Now that is happening as well. That is what people will also call, sometimes they refer to them as twin flames. What they are fractals of each other who are coming in to pull things out of each other and teach each other lessons. Sometimes they will stay together in a union romantically and sometimes they won't, but that's not what this is. This is, and again, it could still be fractals, it could still be that, but it's at another level. This is, each of these souls are becoming whole on their own, okay, which should always happen. And when they come in together, they're flowing together, they already know, and they have lived. So you should know this. Those of you that I'm talking about, check in with yourself. This is going to be someone that you have spent many lives with. And not simply have you spent many lives with them, you're coming in because you have spent many lives together in this capacity, in this romantic, divine, feminine, masculine partnership capacity. And because of that, you know, instant soul recognition from that point of view, you know each other. It's like when you come in, you know each other. It is acceptance, unconditional acceptance. That's why your hearts have to be so very expanded without any of the judgment, because it is acceptance, unconditional acceptance and love. And so there are some that know this and understand this, and they are getting ready for you. You know, not only do you guys not know the other one knows and all of that, but if you didn't know, there are many of you guys in all these groups, you're literally spending every night with this individual, like every night. You're not missing a night. It's already done. You guys should just know it's already done. It's magnificent what's going to happen. And like the Arcturians are saying, they're saying, listen, this is something that is on a level beyond what has been experienced, and you will experience it in the physical human form. This level of a relationship, of familiarity, of just knowing and unconditional acceptance. And I mean, hitting the ground running like that. Not the old 3D model where you have to prove all of these things to each other, or you have to, and there's all of this judgment and all of that. Why? Because there is this instant soul recognition. There is this, and you're already together. You're there together every night, already committed to each other in the astrals, already together. And so, yeah, I just thought that would be a nice note to end this on. And we will, of course, to be continued. In the next update, I do have more to tell you. So I will be back. I want to say hopefully sooner than later, but then things happen in the energy to make that awkward and weird and hard to do or whatever. But I will be back. I'll try to make more of the updates on video, like I said, and the Arcturians, as usual, will probably have a message for you very soon, like a channeled message, okay? They have not told me. So we'll see what happens there. All right, I love you so much, soul family. Love you so much. Talk to you very soon. Namaste.